Hey YouTube, it is Jack again with Toy Dojo, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Titan's Return Deluxe Class Hot Rod with Fire Drive. Now there he is in front of us. Usually I have the packaging showing, but on all these that I'm going to be reviewing, I took the packaging out already, and they're somewhere behind me. But they're your standard clamshell packaging that comes with these, the Deluxe Class and also the Titan Class figures. Before we get into that, and talk about the figure, I just want to make sure that I clarify something about the rules that I put up yesterday for the Toy Dojo giveaway. We made the video for the rules, and I think I was confusing some folks, and I apologize for that. There was some confusion as to, do I need to do all three of them so I can get into the contest? And the answer to that is no, you don't have to do all three of them. As long as you do one of them, your name's going to be put into the drawing. However, if you do 2 out of the 3, your name's going to be put in there twice. If you do all 3 of them, your name will be put in there 3 times. So if you do just any one of them, it's 1. Again, you do 2 out of the 3, 2. You do 3 out of the 3, that's 3. So I just wanted to clarify that, make sure you guys understand that. Secondly, I failed to mention 2 more things. One, if you live within the United States, and I believe it's going to be the 48 states, it's going to be free shipping to you. And if you're outside the United States, it's going to be you're going to pay for the shipping for the item that you win. So that was the other thing I forgot to mention. And then finally, if you're going to be in Austin on December 17th, which is going to be the day that we're going to be doing the live video and then the giveaway, there's going to be a chance to win some door prizes there as well. So if you're in the area, show up, have a good time, hang out. We can talk, we can discuss Transformers, just have a good old time. So we'll let you know more about the specific time as that goes on. We'll have it'll be out on Facebook and all that kind of stuff, and I'll be talking about it during the videos as I do more reviews. So just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a heads up on that as well. So okay, let's get into the video itself. Again, here's Hot Rod in front of us, and he's an okay looking Hot Rod. What I'm going to do is I'm going to compare him to the Classics Hot Rod, or specifically the one that I have is the 2-pack one, the one that came with Cyclonus, which is the Reveal the Shield one. So I'm going to compare him to that one, and then also because I have him here in the wing, the G1 Hot Rod, just to kind of show how the figures have progressed throughout the years. So this Hot Rod here comes with 2 guns, 1 and 2, and these are just a standard gray plastic gun, kind of like a half gun there, looks like, and both of them are the same. And then when he's in his car mode, these 2 will connect and they can make 1 gun, and they'll go together just like this. We're not going to do that now just yet though, because I'm going to show where they store on his car mode, and then they'll go and store onto his hood so that we can get a little Titan Master sit inside here. So there they are, and here he is, and I just kind of let him lay down. Poor guy. So again, he's actually a decent looking Hot Rod. I think the biggest thing that threw it off for me on this figure are these arms and these shoulders. I think they're just way too big for his body. I mean, the arms themselves, and let me see here, because they pop off because they're on ball joints, so let me see here. Alright, the arm itself. Stop being and decapitating yourself there, Hot Rod. Okay, knock it off, guy. What are you doing? Stick your head on your body. You know, it never fails. Something always weird happens when I do reviews, doesn't it? So, the arm itself is about as long as the leg. So that in itself is weird. Now I guess because this is supposed to be the front end of the car and that's going to be the back end, I can understand that. But it's also very wide. Like the arm itself is just a huge arm as far as like girth and all that. Now, and again, I understand that's supposed to be that way because this is going to be his fender and stuff like that. But I think the thing that really throws it off for me, and there's no reason for it to be that way, are the actual hands themselves. And the hands, I feel like, are just too big for the figure itself. So I think the hands, if we take a look at his face, I mean, they're almost the size of his actual face right here. So I just thought that was just kind of weird as to why he would have just overly big hands. But you know, there you go. So aside from that though, he is a pretty good looking little figure. I am digging this line. I love the Titan's Return line, for the simple fact that we get a lot of these little guys here, and I love the Titan Masters. I think they're just the coolest little thing that has been come out with since they started doing this line, because you can have all these little guys that can go everywhere. When you put Fort Max into a city mode, you can have all these little guys running around. So that I love. I think that is super cool. As far as the Hot Rod figure itself, aside from this up here with the arms, I think it looks good. I like the flames here on the chest. Obviously his engine right here, the Autobot logo there. Nice silver detailing down here on the shins. And I like the way these fold away in the back like this. Instead of leaving it hollow, that folds away and that covers this hollowness back here. So that's really cool as well. And then back here, obviously just a standard wing, but really nice looking figure. I'm gonna put him right there. I'm gonna bring in the Reveal the Shield Hot Rod. And then also, so there's Reveal the Shield right here. And this one is my old G1 Hot Rod. So these two guys are about the same color red. I don't know how well it's picking it up on camera, but the red is about the same color. He looks a little bit more glossy over here for some reason than he does, but the reds are almost the same. So looking at the two guys together, the one thing that I didn't like about, there's two things really that I didn't like about the Reveal the Shield one. One of them being that I always felt like his head was too small for his body. I think that head is just way too small. Like he's like, you know, a regular sized bot with a tiny little head. His hands are a good size. That's a good thing. And then the second thing is he didn't really have an elbow. Stand up there, guy. He didn't really have an elbow on the Reveal the Shield one, like that mold. For some reason, like when you would bend his elbow, you had this, whatever that is there, but it's not really like an elbow. So it always looked kind of weird right there for me. So there was that. The one thing I will say though about these Titan Return figures, even though I like them a lot, I think they're just way too flimsy because everything is on a ball joint. Like shoulders on a ball joint, hips are on a ball joint, and so like it makes it really flimsy. Yeah, you can move it around any which way you want, but it just makes it kind of flimsy. You know, if you do this number here, if I get him and it takes a little bit more doing to get that to flip down. So I felt like these are made better in a sense that they just hold better poses. You can stand them there and not worry about them splitting the legs open. Now the good thing about these though is that because they are all on ball joints, for children that play with them, if they pop the arm off, it doesn't break it. You know, you're gonna be able to just pop that right back on. Whereas on these guys here, and those are on a ball joint, so that doesn't count. But like the legs here, those aren't on ball joints. Those are on a ratchet right there. So if that breaks off, you can't just go pop it back in. So I understand why they did that. It just makes them a little bit less sturdy, I guess. There you go. Look at that. It's just on cue, popped off. So we pop that back in. All right. So as you can see, the Reveal the Shield one is shorter than the Titan's Return one by a good amount, probably by maybe a head and a half right there. And then as far as the G1, the G1 is just a little bit taller at the head than the Reveal the Shield, or I'm sorry, than the Titan's Return one is. So my little old G1, even back then they had a little bit of articulation. Look at that, he's got an upper bicep swivel right there, and he's got an elbow joint right there. So that's really cool. Even the hands rotated right there. That's neat. So they're cool together, all three of them. Just kind of shows how far they've gone. They've gone from basically like stand up, not being able to bend my legs, to hey, we get good articulation, to hey, we're getting more articulation here. We got thigh swivels and all that kind of stuff. So that's really cool, just to kind of show that off how they look. So look at these two guys, put them in the background, and then we're gonna take a look at the Titan Master here and then transform him. So looking at the Titan Master here, the head there is pretty decent looking head. Let's see if I can focus in on that. His eyes, I can't really make out what color his eyes are. They look really small. I mean, they're blue, but they look really, really small for his face. Or for, like I guess the helmet comes down too far, so you really can't make out his eyes all that well. So, just like any other Titan Master, flip him open, and there he is. And this Titan Master's name was this, a Spitfire? Fire Drive. I don't know where I got Spitfire from. But just your basic, not colored Titan Master right there. He's got little goggles on him. So, again, I love these guys. I think they're super cool. Alright, let's get a transformation on this guy. And so, you don't need the instruction sheet here. The instruction sheet is just, you don't need it. These are so easy to transform, you don't need the instruction sheet. The bio card, though, I do love these bio cards. I think they're super cool. Really, really neat. Okay, so transforming this guy. Again, super uber easy. Folding the hands like this. on both sides. Flip up the chest piece like that. Open up this piece right here as well. This is going to come up and they're going to peg in that peg to that peg slot right there. Same thing on this side. Up and over like that. These elbows connect and snap into place there. Down here on the bottom, you're going to rotate the waist. And then down here, you're going to open up this stuff right here. Open up the back of the legs. These are going to fold in like that as feet. And then from here, you're going to take the legs and just fold them under like this. And when you fold them under, you're going to connect these pipes into these, like so. And do the same thing over here. Fold that under. Connect the pipes together. That locks in. And then right here at the legs, you're going to just snap them together. And now you got all that. So on this piece here, all you got to do is rotate this around. Pick it up, rotate it around, and then bring that down at that double hinge right there. And these may come undone when you do this, but you got to bring this down. It's a double hinge. There's a hinge right here at the bottom that's really tight. And this hinge here for that piece there. So take that and just fold that down like that. Once you get that down, then you can go ahead and reattach everything here to make sure it stays together. Make sure all these are pegged in right. And then just connect that down. And there we have his car mode. And it's a nice little looking sports car. I think for a hot rod car though, I think it's too wide right here, in my opinion. But, you know, that's my opinion. You may think otherwise. So, pretty cool looking sports car. It hides everything really well throughout the body. Like that hides really well there. Back here hides pretty well. Underneath, obviously you see everything. But then again, you see everything with him too. So, there the car mode is. The one thing I wish they would have done, I wish they would have just made this red plastic. So this is all red right here instead of that orange. And even these gray here, they could have made them into red and made everything just like a solid red color. But, you know, minor gripe. The flames are cool. I like the flames here. The headlights are cool right there as well. Auto logo is cool. So, pretty decent looking hot rod. And we're going to take his Titan Master and we're going to sit him inside. Lift up this. He sits right there inside. Take that. Put him down. Close that up. Now these guns here, they are meant to sit right here on the sides. And you want to situate them so that way this little piece here is poking up. Because if not, and you have it down, they're going to hang too low and that's going to rub under the floor. Or your play surface. So take that, put them in like that. And now you got some like little heavy duty machine guns. Alright, or you can take these out. Pop them out. Flip them over. And just connect them together like this. And now with these two pegs right there, you're going to slide them into those two slots. And now you've got another little place. Now, mind you, you may have to situate that a little differently. Yeah, you have to kind of sit it up without pegging it all the way. Because if you peg them in all the way, they sit down facing like that. So just peg them in just enough to where they're sitting straight. And now you can get another little Titan Master. And we're going to pull off the one that comes with Galvatron, because he's a bad guy. And why not? And just sit him inside there. And he can be controlling the guns and shooting up people. Just like, okay, come on. Just like so. There we go. And then there you are. So there he is like that. Really cool. Really fun. And let's see, this thing should roll really well because these wheels roll really well. So he rolls pretty well. You just got to get everything squared away right. Like when you do that, square it all the way so that way all the wheels are on the floor. So give me a second. I'm going to transform these two guys. Come right back. Show them off together and then end this video. Be right back. Alright, and here they are. So we see here G1, Titan's Return, and the old Reveal the Shield one. So the Reveal the Shield, let me get this thing out of there. That was always annoying to me. This blue, like really super blue missile that he came with. It looked like blue flames, or I don't know. It looked like they got a mop and soaked it in blue dye or something. So that was that. Anyways, so looking at them all in their vehicle modes, I can't say that I really like this one a whole lot. To me, it feels like a one-step changer. And I say that because of like how wide it is, I guess. Like it's not very sleek. It feels more like a small child's toy car than, let's say, the likes of this one here. Now, this one's not without its problems because this too much blue on this windshield for this mold. But I like the mold here. Like I like the car mode here think the tire stuck out too far on this one. Right there. Oh, actually, no, they go in. Huh. There I go. Shows how much I ever played with this guy. Look at me. Learn something new. Okay, that looks a lot better, actually, then. Alright, so. Well, I still don't like the wing, though. I think the wing is kind of ugly. I'm just kind of picky, I guess. So, but he looks more sleek. I mean, they're both very sleek. They're both very aerodynamic in their own right. I think he just looks too wide over here, whereas this one looks nice and thin. And we look at the G1 toy on top here. Now, they have just like almost the same build, kind of, where it goes thin here and then wide to the back. So that's cool, but there's the old G1 hiding everything but the face, and the hands, and the arms, and the legs. At least the feet are hidden way back here. This one hit everything pretty well, I guess. Just had this big gap when you took that gun out, so. Anyways, that is it, you guys. Wanted to show him off. And that's it. So please like, comment, subscribe, share, please. And until next time, stay safe.